I must be the greatest. It is official. I'm the king of boxing. Canelo Alvarez versus Avni Yildirim. The WBC votes in favor of Canelo. We're going to talk about it. They're giving him an opportunity at the belts. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button for the latest and greatest in boxing. Well, Ego Stradamus strikes again. If you follow my channel, I seen this coming a mile away. Breaking news, the WBC has voted for Canelo Alvarez born ready. Says breaking, Canelo Alvarez versus Avni Yildirim for the WBC vacant super middleweight world champion. So David Benavidez had this belt 2 times, not once, but twice. And Canelo Alvarez did not fight David Benavidez, who looks sensational. Check my post-fight commentary. I gave a lot of props to David Benavidez because I like what I've seen against Romer Angulo. But now all of a sudden the WBC has voted, and they said that the WBC Board of Governors has voted 36-1. So out of 37 people, 36 people voted that Canelo should be the next person to fight for the WBC title. The multi-divisional world champion who holds the WBC franchise designation to fight against the WBC's mandatory contender of the division, Avni Yildirim. More details will be available in the days to come. Sad. Man, the WBC, the gloves are off. This is some BS, bro. But the good thing is new media is here to save the day. Ego Stradamus, I predicted this, so that's why we came prepared. As you guys can see, I did a video over 10 hours ago. I said, man, Canelo did not fight David Benavidez, now wants Yildirim for the WBC belt. I just keep getting it right. You know, listen, Canelo is far too predictable at this point. And like I said, the video's up. Fans are going to be like, you know, not the biased fans that only feel one way or they. So I had a whole video and talking about this very scenario with the WBC. Miraculously, right after that, they say Canelo, you know, by a landslide, 36-1. So 36 people were in favor of Canelo fighting. You know, more BS from the WBC. It is clear they're in bed with Canelo, you know, in the proverbial sense. And it's just what it is. So Canelo failed for clenbuterol, and later on the WBC, and he has a fighter who failed for clenbuterol, Julio Cesar Martinez. Right? He signed with Eddie Hearn's Rematch Room Promotions, but also Canelo Promotions. They both failed for clenbuterol in the last several years, right? And the WBC, what do? They actually come and Julio Cesar, just so you guys know, they come out with a new rule. WBC clears Julio Cesar Martinez and Ray Vargas, right? After testing positive. So they changed the rule. Canelo, when he fell for clenbuterol, WBC said, we back him. You know, he wouldn't cheat knowingly. It was tainted meat. WBC explains why two Canelo-style drug test failures face no punishment. See? So, you know, these are 2 fighters who hail from Mexico, as well as Canelo. The WBC is founded in Mexico. The WBC's first ever franchise champion is from Guadalajara, Mexico, which is Canelo Alvarez. And they just created this title and they said it's not transferable. It's a designation. But then later, Lomachenko became a franchise champion. We still have no African-American franchise champions, even though we had a long-standing African-American champion in Deontay Wilder up until last February. He didn't get that designation. Neither did Gary Russell, who's still WBC champion, been a WBC champion in that division, right? But Canelo, he gets all, you know, all these perks and amenities and stuff like that. I mean, listen, I hope everybody just comes out with their own belt, because it's very clear that people are bending the rules and making up their own rules and just doing whatever they want in boxing. How did Canelo, right? How did Canelo Alvarez get the Avni Yildirim fight over other people, like the number 1 and the 2 guy, right? It's like so flagrant. It's not even funny. It's not even funny at this point. It's so flagrant what they're doing. And you have Caleb Smith, the Diamond champion. You have a guy like David Benavidez who lost his belt based on a technicality of not making weight. Canelo Alvarez did not fight against David Benavidez, who looks like a monster. David Benavidez, just so we know, so we're putting this out in the open, David Benavidez and his father have said and showed respect to Canelo, but they also said that they want the Canelo fight. They think it's a good fight. Let me just show you, because I like to do the new media way. So look, he posted this graphic, and I'm sure that's supposed to represent Canelo because he has the tattoo right there and red hair. So this graphic, and it says, I don't matter who's in front of me, I will make them all bend at the knee. So he's dropping these subliminal and, you know, saying he'll beat Canelo, right? He's looking like a monster, going Super Saiyan with these combinations and body shots and whatever. Uppercut looking nasty. Ooh. But Canelo's fighting Avni Yildirim, who Chris Eubank Jr. already beat, already beat. And the thing that's sad is because Canelo is the least person that needs a title. You know what I mean? He's already allegedly a secondary title at 168. Secondary titleist, right? This kid made a mistake and lost his belt on the scales. And see, there's where Benavidez is calling out Canelo, right? Canelo, why didn't he fight David Benavidez for the title? You know, when David Benavidez had the title twice. So David Benavidez had the title and he had it since September. Errol Spence, Sean Porter fight card, right? And we didn't see this energy from Canelo, but now that it's vacant and available, I mean, this is the same play over and over again, right? The same thing happened. The WBO title at 154 was held by Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. Canelo Alvarez could have fought Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade because he was at that division, or Canelo weighed at 155, but he hadn't moved up to middleweight or beyond at that point. And the whole time Andrade was calling him a B word and calling him out in interviews, Canelo did not fight against Demetrius Andrade. As soon as Andrade got stripped over inactivity, Golden Boy and Canelo's team, they pulled the same play. They fought against Liam Smith for the WBO title. But once again, they waited until the belt was out of Andrade's hands. Same thing with Benavidez. We know for a fact that Boo Boo Andrade would have been a tougher fight for Canelo than Liam Smith. We know for a fact that David Benavidez is a tougher fight for anybody in the division at super middleweight than Avni Yildirim, who got stretched in a couple rounds by Chris Eubank Jr., who moved back down to 160. So he said he wasn't even a true 168 pounder, yet he stopped Avni Yildirim, right? Look, 20 hours ago, the Golden Boy, their moves are too predictable. The WBC is looking too predictable. So everybody wants, how did I predict this? Smack dab on the money. Smash the like button. I said, so look at the date, bro. Look at the timestamp. New media, I'm all over the case, bro. So everybody wants to fight for the WBC belt at super middleweight now that it's vacant, but didn't want to fight David Benavidez the 2 times he had it from last September Spence Porter card all the way up until he lost it on the scale for missing weight August 2020. Now they want to fight for it. Unbelievable. Benavidez is that dude, right? So August 17th, I predicted this in Tupacalypse. This just came out now 19 minutes ago, but when I started this video, they said it was like 9 minutes ago, right? So I predicted this move. We knew the WBC was going to side with Canelo. This is politics. This is what hurts boxing. And good luck. Good luck to Canelo. You know, DAZN, I hope they approve for Avni Yildirim and Canelo, because Canelo's reputation is being destroyed on DAZN, period. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. This is a terrible fight. Like I said, you're robbing the opportunity of guys who are ranked with the WBC that actually need titles, like Avni Yildirim. He could have got the fight. In this Azbek guy from Uzbekistan, they probably need the title because they have to sell themselves. Same thing with David Benavidez. He's not quite as popular as a Canelo because he hasn't been doing it at the high level. Great fighter, But these guys actually need, even Caleb Smith, and he's the diamond champion. These guys need the title. Canelo is just for fake novelty and these fake accolades, just like, oh, we're moving up to 175. Let's stay away from Bivol and Beterbiev and fight Kovalev, who looks washed and looks on his way out, coming off a quick turnaround with rehydration clauses. You know, it's just going to be a bad look. I would not be surprised if people start boycotting belt holders and like the belts in the system and revolting, because this is just terrible for boxing. So if people start boycotting WBC or, you know, stop watching Canelo fights, don't be surprised, because this is just foolish, bro. And again, good luck to DAZN. They're struggling in America to create a hit. And DAZN, if they put on Canelo versus Avni Yildirim, this will probably be, he's just not a branded person in America, despite the WBC's ruling. So if they make that fight and Canelo fights Avni Yildirim, who got knocked out in probably like 2017, right? I could show you. Hold on. How did I predict all this stuff to come? You know, and this is clearly cherry picking and Canelo going for the path of least resistance, but to each his own, if that's what he wants to model his career at. And a lot of people in the comment section, they seem to like Canelo, but then they hated Floyd and detested Floyd with a passion. And they said, these are the reasons we hate Floyd, because of X, Y, and Z. He's a cherry picker and he waits for guys to get old. Okay. So how old was Shane Mosley when Canelo fought him? 40. How old was Carlos Baldomir? 41. Who was undersized? Jose Cito Lopez. You know, who was undersized? Alfonso Gomez, Matthew Hatton, Ryan Rhodes. You know, just domestic level guys in general. He lost to Darrell, you know, on a technicality. They had a cut, but he lost that fight, like a technical decision. And then Chris Eubank knocked him out in 2017, as I predicted. So, I mean, good luck. Like I said, good luck to DAZN. If people boycott Canelo because of these games, then blame the WBC. So Canelo's just lawless out here. He can do whatever he wants. He don't even need the title. He's already somewhat of a WBA secondary champion, but then now he's fighting. How's the franchise champion? They said that wasn't a real title, it was a designation. So how is he eligible to fight for this over the diamond champion with Caleb Smith or David Benavidez, who should be placed? David Benavidez, truth be told, is better than these top. He's clearly better than these top 1 and 2 guys. But David Benavidez, he's better than top 3 guys, right? This is just laughable. So whatever. Good luck to Canelo in his career, making these moves that people can't co-sign. I hope this fight gets made. You know, we'll see. Please, I hope DAZN approves this fight, if that's what they want to do. And please release the numbers when Canelo, because I promise you, I'm not covering this fight. You know what I'm saying? I might talk about it here and there, but trust me. Listen, new media, I told you, we control the narrative. We putting our foot down. So, you know, I have to see how I feel. Somebody gonna have to pay me if you want some exposure on my channel, some real, because I'm not really with this. You know, I'm just telling you what it is. I don't care who mad. Let me know what you guys think. Holla. New media, we control the narrative. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more sports. Get unlimited access to premium content with an ESPN Plus subscription. ESPN Plus offers a variety of content, including specials, behind the scenes docuseries like Bruce Lee's Be Water, and much more. With an ESPN Plus subscription, you get access to a ton of classic archive fights and replays from boxing and the UFC. Big names like, "Hi, I'm Mike Tyson. Come and watch my fight." Floyd Mayweather, "Easy work. I'm rich." And Manny Pacquiao, "Yes, it's up to my promoter. Just to name a few. If that's not enough, you could get the ESPN bundle, which includes ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. All 3 apps, one low price. You don't want to miss out. Make sure you guys click that link in the description box of all of my videos. Ego, signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.